Welcome back to Homievulgaris. This is a podcast for true American patriots. My name is Ivy, and I've just come home from the gun range.
Welcome back to Homievulgaris. This is a podcast for all you nerd-ass bitches.
Ivy walked in on me and Ruben freestyling to a sneaky obby.
Yeah, we were freestyling all over each other.
It was honestly some El Clasico type my friends goofing around. It was like oh yeah, this is what we used to do at like 3 in the fucking morning my time. Ruben blasted out of his mind. Marcos like barely psychologically coherent.
I don't know. I would love to do I would love to do with Ruben like a stream where we're just fucking freestyling. I would love to do that
if I could go that long. Fuck.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that like I don't think people are ready for how stupid we're gonna get. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's not
not worth. It's not worth. Yeah.
It's never worth it being that drunk to freestyle that good.
to put this in context, the only other time I've seen this like work out well was when I'm gonna props to the McElroy brothers. Unfortunately. Fucking it wasn't which one's the younger one? God damn it. It's the one that worked for Polygon, but like he was like semi self-serious. Not Justin. Fuck. I can't remember what his name is. Anyway, he did a like 2-hour-long stream for their annual like fundraising drive for their podcast network. And one of the streams that he did was he put this really goofy like LED light up mask on, like he was a raver DJ, and then had there's a game or something that lets you mix songs, and he just had the most ass like stuff on there. Like he was playing crazy. He was lining up with Venga Boys like Boom Boom I Want You in My Room, like straight back to back with Crazy Frog, like blending them together.
Jesus Christ.
Like, and I think that seemed like it was a once in a lifetime style event. So that's the kind of level of like lock the fuck in I feel like you need to be, and you can only do that maybe
Me and Ruben, it's only a matter. Every time we hang out and we start showing each other music, it is literally a matter of time before one of us starts freestyling over it. It's like a genuine countdown.
I mean, that's also kind of like our bit too, because like I've been playing a lot of Mugenics recently, which some of you may know. I've been spamming the Discord with stream notifications for me and Abby. Marcos, real quick, I want to get your take on the game. What do you think of this game? What's your elevator as a spectator? What is your elevator pitch for why you enjoy watching this game?
I like watching the game because I like saying, "Damn, this is a crazy Skyrim mod," and pissing you guys off. That's literally my favorite part of the thing. Is when I'm like completely misunderstanding. I'm like, go all strength build, all defense, and then Abby's like, "That's actually offense," and I'm like, "No, it's not. This is Skyrim." And I'm like, 10 strength build, right? And
okay. So we've been playing.
The fun is bullying you.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like that's what I get out of some streams too. It's fun. It's fun to be the little guy in the room. The little devil with the pitchfork. Poking at the medieval rear of the manuscript drawing. But so my point is that a lot of those songs are such fucking earworms.
I was actually genuine
all about like cats and poop though.
Yes, and mice and like the rat like let me eat the mice or something like that. I'm really nice, let me eat the mice or something. All of that shit. Genuinely, the music is the sticking point for me, and hearing you sing along, it does make me laugh my ass off. But like, fuck, the thing that always gets me super hard is like I personally would never play Mugenics.
Yeah,
because the art style is like an affront to me. I don't like.
Well, it's a classic Newgrounds style of looking. And you compared it to Salad Fingers pretty accurately.
Yes, it feels like Salad Fingers the game, and so like I'm not into it. Because visually, it's a little hard for me to like enjoy that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right. I'm very much like a nerd about video game like pixels. I love when a game is pixelated, and I love when the pixels are really like when the pixels are art.
Yeah.
Right? I hate. There's a game that I've been playing called Children of Morta. I hate it. It's one of the most ass games I've ever played. It's so hard. It's fucking difficult as shit. It's like a roguelike that just gets harder
Sounds like you found yourself a new Kenshi.
Yeah, well, no, because the art style is what I really like about it. And nothing else. I don't care about the story. I don't give a fuck about what's going on. I don't care at all. I'm just playing. And anyways, that's like that. I've been playing Assassin's Creed. I want to play all of them.
Which one?
All of them.
All of them?
I played the first one again recently, and I forgot how much that game banged. That game is fucking...
Oh, it's great. Yeah. It's Assassin's Creed is like is on my list of like game like classic games to play, because I've played Assassin's Creed before, and it was like
you a spoiler, Marcos.
It was genre defining. It's like it was literally like one of the best games to ever do that. And then there was a lot of like copiers and hangers on. And then also, I think it's because it's Ubisoft that does Assassin's Creed, right? They lost the plot on what made Assassin's Creed great too. So like later Assassin's Creed stuff ended up not quite hitting the same mark as like the original one.
Assassin's Creed 1. Yeah. Assassin. Yes, I know. He died literally thousands of years ago. I'm aware of that. Right. But like playing as Altair, I think is the first Altair I played, and I goofed because the way that PSN does it doesn't make any sense. Like you can't just download Assassin's Creed 2. You have to download the Ezio collection. So it's like a bunch of different Assassin's Creed stacked together. So I couldn't find Assassin's Creed 2, so I ended up playing Assassin's Creed 3 first before I looked into it, and I was like, oh, I have to get the Ezio collection.
Okay.
So I downloaded Assassin's Creed 3, I'm playing through it, and like the sauce between Altair, who's like just one of the coolest motherfuckers, and like you want to watch cutscenes with him.
Yes.
You want to watch, and like you're invested in the story.
Yeah.
And then I played a little bit of like Assassin's Creed 2. I didn't finish it, but I'm gonna get back to it with Ezio. And Ezio, again, sauce. He's just the coolest. He's cool. He's cool, and he's kind of funny. Which is sick about it,
like
right?
that brings me to the thing I wanted to mention that I hate about the Assassin's Creed games is they keep giving you scenes where they're like, okay, by the way, this is all in the past, and now you're a regular office worker, but
sucks.
we're not going to give you the pleasure of just kind of like wandering around the office for a little bit before you get back to work, you know, doing your history brain dance.
When you're playing, so then when Ezio sucks, or Ezio's awesome.
Yeah, Ezio's awesome.
You play the third, which is the guy named Connor. I think his name's like, I can never say his name because it's like some native like Retico. I can't say it. Anyways, his thing. You're gonna look it up and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? How do you say that name? I guarantee you. Yeah.
Reton Hackathon.
I think it's
what?
It's Retuncan? I can't say it. I can't fucking say it. They say it in the game.
Known by his adopted name, Connor. Okay. So he's native.
Yeah, they anglicize his name. He's half native, half British.
Okay.
Right. And so anyways, you're playing the
British
game.
Part.
Yeah, you're playing the game and like
Colonial Templars? Okay.
Yeah. Connor low-key sucks. He's like boring. Honestly, it's kind of offensive. The game is kind of offensive because the game essentially is just like we hired a bunch of like Native American actors and people to like help us with this stuff, and all they essentially do is they just do like they hired Native Americans to write offensive Native American tropes, and it's like, all right, this is cool. Like,
oh no,
it's fucking.
Oh no,
the game is ridiculous. I think Assassin's Creed 3 is when it just really the quality just completely falls off.
Although I heard it picks right the fuck back up again with 4 because that's the pirate one.
Yeah,
I heard that one's like not even really an Assassin's Creed game. It's like a pirate game, but it's also Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, it's a pirate
mini
game that got stretched out into a full game. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
And so like I don't know. I definitely am looking forward to it, but right now I'm struggling through Assassin's Creed 3. It is ass. I don't care about any of the characters. I don't like anything.
Absolute shit.
Right? And then they keep introducing you. This is the craziest thing about this. They keep introducing you to like American history figures.
Okay.
who are like, these guys are supposed to be like against the Templars, and they're based and they're cool. And
Yeah.
like, we fight for freedom, and like
Yeah.
you're a Native American guy, and you're like with them fighting for freedom against tyranny, against the king. And it's so funny because like if you have any understanding of history, those guys would have shot Connor on sight for being Native American, for being native, right? In fact, there's a scene in it where the guy who trains him is a what they call a freeman, who was a slave that, or not, he wasn't a slave, he was just an African that came to America that wasn't property of anybody,
Right?
And like those did exist in the colonial times, but they were very like shunned. They weren't allowed in like proper society.
Yeah.
And anyways, he's explaining to Connor, and this is like a scene I remember. He says like, "Don't let them know you're native. You're light skinned enough to be considered Spanish or Italian. Lean into that. Change your name to Connor, because it's a Spanish name, right?" And so
Connor's a Spanish name, really?
Yeah, Connor. I think like in Spain it is. Yeah. Like,
okay.
It's not Spanish like like Latin American Spanish. It's
Yeah,
Spanish.
yeah. I just names come from all over the place. I'm always interested in like where this one where did this one came from, you know, like
originally,
like John came from Ioannis. I think it is a very old like Proto-Indo-European name that has had multiple evolutions like on its way.
Connor is a Celtic name that made its way through Germany and then down south into Spain, and then it became Spanish.
Interesting.
So like, Connor is originally a Celtic name, I'm pretty sure. Right? I could be wrong. I could.
I know where Reuben comes from.
From the sandwich.
Yeah, from the sandwich.
From the sandwich.
Yeah, definitely the sandwich.
Some guy was like, "This sandwich is so good, I'm gonna name my son after it." No, I don't actually know where Reuben comes. Reuben is a Latino ass name though. It's not Mexican. It's Latino. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those. It's a different. You're like kind of island vibes because your name is Reuben. Like that's what I imagine. Marcos is a Mexican ass name. Marcos is. There's only two kinds of people in the world named Marcos, and it's Filipinos and like Mexicans, like from Mexico.
Except that it's like a very Spanish name.
Yeah, but I've never met a Spaniard named Marcos ever. Like I've never even
met any Spanish people that are named something normal that I would identify as a Mexican name.
What you call it? A Mexican name to me is Gonzalo.
Except for Christian. I've met a Spanish guy named Christian, and I was like, that's a Spanish name.
Yeah, Gonzalo is that's a Mexican name. I don't know a single
Gonzalo's
Gonzalo.
a very Mexican name.
Yeah, I don't know a single Gonzalo that's not Mexican.
Yeah.
Right? Like I've never like if you're Guatemalan or Honduran, your name is not Gonzalo. Like that is Mexican is fucking shit. You actually do you know about I just recently learned about the country of Guyana.
Do you learned about Guyana?
Yeah, I just learned about it. Like I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, the one in South America, right?
Yeah, one of Christine's friends is Guyanese.
Yeah,
and her and Christine.
They're Guyanese, huh? Okay.
I was laughing. I was laughing because he's gay, and I was laughing.
Tell me they got a whole country just for guys.
I was laughing.
He's gay.
I was laughing because I was like, "Are you Guyanese or are you guy on your knees?" You know, hey, bro. And he did not like that joke. He was like, he thought it was.
It's such
he
a
thought
good one.
Yeah, he didn't think it was funny, but he didn't think it was offensive. He just thought it was.
Hey, pal,
stupid.
it's a whole country, and it's just for the guys.
It's just for the guys.
It's
on
just
their
for the
knees.
guys, you know.
But anyways,
they got a gal Anna right next door.
Christina's Buddhist, and she celebrates Tet, right?
Okay.
Which is the Lunar New Year.
Yeah.
And this guy, her friend, who is Guyanese, also celebrates Tet and is a Buddhist. And I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, Mexican people can be, or like, you know, Latin American has some Buddhism in it.
Yeah.
But apparently not in the way Guyana does. Guyana, for some reason, is extremely Chinese and like Indian, like from India. It's got a huge population of Chinese and Indian people in like South America, or like in the South America, northern, like the Bahamas, essentially. And so because of that, culturally, it's closer to like Vietnam or like parts of Pakistan than it is like Latin America. In fact, they speak more like Asian languages like Chinese, Vietnamese, Thai. They speak more of that than they do Spanish. In fact, they speak like I think not Urdu, but one of the Hindi, I think maybe. They speak Hindi as well too. Okay. So like it's bizarre that in Latin America there's a whole country that essentially is just like, now we're India. We're Indian and Chinese.
I love the Americas so much, man.
Yeah, it's sick. It's sick.
like I love the Americas so much because like you get like it's like the United States is not unique, by any means.
Yeah,
like it Argentina is like the only like not culturally varied nation in the entirety of South America.
Yeah, Argentina is
because it has like
German.
it had a very similar like it's a settler nation. It was a settler colonial nation, and they decided to kill all of their natives instead of enslaving them for cheap, whatever. And then the Argentinians are like I my biggest problem is that I never know when I meet an Argentinian.
Yeah, blonde hair, blue eyed.
Yeah, exactly.
I do
exactly.
too. When
like
a blonde hair, blue eyed man
my
is speaking
partner
Spanish,
pointed out a guy that was Argentinian. She knew he was Argentinian. He's a very nice, very pleasant fellow. This motherfucker had like he looked almost Greek.
Yeah.
Like he didn't look like he was like Spanish. You know what I mean?
He's like a character version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look like he's wearing a Spanish costume. Like I know exactly what you're talking about.
But yeah, like he looked like a regular white guy with just like long. He had like long like metal hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a cool beard.
An Argentinian man, you're immediately like, get this man a horse.
And that's what I say when I see you, Ruben.
Yeah, yeah, you do like a conquistador. It's crazy, Ruben. You literally, you look exactly like a conquistador, and I look like what is that fucking Sancho Pancha or what is his name? The fucking fat guy from Don Quixote. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. His little side. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what I look like, and it's crazy how we just keep embodying. But I also. And we're back. We had a brief little
interlude.
Yeah, Ivy had to.
It's raining outside. I had to drive Abby to work real fast.
And I had to take a horrible.
Somebody lost some organs.
And I had to take a horrible doo doo. So it kind of worked out. I was gonna.
It kind of worked out.
I was gonna thug it out. In the sense
that it all not worked out at the same time.
Well, no, because I was gonna try and thug it out, and it. Just it would have been.
That's
bad.
crazy to me.
Yeah.
I didn't know we could call timeouts.
We could. I've never said we couldn't do that.
I'll just do like a little musical interlude or something in the middle.
We could either.
That's true.
Anyways, I wanted to introduce people to a musician that I recently came across my radar, named Too Slimy, who makes what I can only describe as noise trap. It is the worst music I think I've ever heard in my life. It's awesome. It's
okay.
It uses a lot of AI in the music videos. And it's overall it's a generational L for Mexico and for Mexicans. It's I don't know if we're gonna live this one down. You know what I'm saying? This guy's got a bunch of like Mexican flags and shit everywhere, and he wears them like bandanas and stuff. But then like he goes and he drops the worst bars I've ever heard over the noisiest beats that just they're like dissonance. There's no real actual beat. It's just like it's a beat in that there is maybe it's in time sometimes, but it's mostly just like
it's a beat
noises.
on occasional technicality.
Yes, it's mostly like noises and like it's that over and over again.
Okay,
it's just crazy. It's literally it's almost as I was listening to it, it reminded me way more of like the dudes who would come to my like noise music venue stuff. Yeah. And they would just have contact mics all over their bodies.
Oh.
And they would just like shuffle and make crazy noises. It's closer to that. Imagine if a guy was being like over imagine that while you're hearing like it's fucking an awful experience.
It sounds awful, man.
Yeah, it's all and then the music videos.
I'm so glad you wanted to enjoy to introduce everybody to that.
Yeah, I need you to go look up Too Slimy. Well, I think that he's about to have a moment because
Well, he's too slimy. They can't
yeah,
catch
too
him.
slimy. No,
first of all.
the 2X or is it the triple XL freestyle freshman freestyle? It's coming up, and he's in the runnings for being on there. And
you know what this is?
What is
this? Is the consequence of having hyperpop.
Yeah, no, it is kind of hyperpop
Like
in now.
Hyperpop.
It's straight people making hyperpop. That's what this is. Yeah, it's
Damn.
Hyperpop requires a transness, or else you can't there's a silliness that's inherent to being trans.
Yeah.
That can only really be expressed through hyperpop in a good way. And
Yeah,
if you're a straight person and you're trying to take hyperpop seriously in a way that there's an evil to it, and that's exactly what the shit is. It is evil hyperpop.
Okay.
It's horrible. I'm imploring all of you to stop what you're doing right now. Pause the podcast.
That's
listen to it.
I mean, I just had to listen to it right now.
Yeah.
You're describing. I was like, I don't know if I might like this.
Yeah.
And then I played it. And I was like, I do, but not
I don't like
for
this.
a good reason.
The music videos are so funny because the music videos are literally just AI people getting their fucking faces melted off.
Of his double chin, dude. Yes.
He's just like.
Putting up gang signs.
He's at one point he's flexing $25.
Yeah.
he's doing a money fan of $25.
Is it in ones or fives?
It's in ones.
It's in ones.
It's in ones. So it looks like a lot of money, and he blurs it out at some points. But if he moves too fast, you can see the blur moving. And you can see it's all ones. So he's literally
so funny, man. You could just buy prop money. You can buy a
I've done.
prop stack
I've
of
done
hundreds
that.
for $6.
Yes, for like $6. It's cheap as shit.
You can't even tell.
No, he's flexing $25 in ones, and he
Oh
blurs
my
out.
lord!
He blurs out the ones so you can't tell how big the bills are, and then he moves too fast because he's like moving hella fast, and the blur doesn't catch up with it, so you can see that it's $1. It's fucking. It's genuinely so funny.
This dude rules.
Yeah, it's hard.
He rules in such a stupid way.
Yeah.
This rules because like it's cool. I like seeing this guy just because
This rules because it's cool. I think it's neat. It's pretty cool.
It's a young chubby kid.
Yeah, it's a little fat kid.
Like he's not fit at all. But he's wearing like skinny jeans and the tightest white shirt.
The tightest white shirt you've ever seen, and he's just like
poking out.
He's just
Weird,
he's doing
curly
like
hair like everywhere.
Yes, the AI
It's
videos
funny.
The AI videos genuinely are so funny because they're just like, it's just him rapping the worst bars you've ever heard, and then people getting their fucking faces literally violently melted off.
Yeah.
And like, that's exactly the Too Slimy experience. So anyways, I think he's about to have a moment. I think he's about to blow up.
I think so as well.
Yeah, I think that
he's about to explode.
Everybody go buy Too Slimy stock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too Slimy
Get
coins.
your slime coins.
Anyways, that's what I was listening to. But I remember now what we were talking about before we left.
The Nickelodeon lawsuit.
And that I was talking about Guyana and what I learned about Guyana.
Oh yeah, that's right. And we were making jokes about Guyanese.
I don't care what a guy's on, all right?
Yeah.
That guy, by the way, Too Slimy's from Oklahoma, which is crazy to be holding it down for Mexicans in Oklahoma is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think of like Oklahoma.
That kid is not holding it down for Mexicans. That kid's holding it down for pozole.
Yeah, that fool is. Yeah,
the fool's holding it down for pan dulce.
Yeah,
pozole, elotes.
Type 2 diabetes.
Type 2 diabetes.
Oh, dude.
I'm
allowed to make that joke.
Association.
Yeah, the gout. Yeah, the gout. Gout at 20. Yeah, gout at 22.
It goes to the Association for Children with Gout.
Yeah, children with gout. Fuck, dude, it's crazy. It's nuts. Where is it?
I lost my leg.
You're not allowed to make those jokes, dickhead. Right? I'm putting the kibosh on that right now. I did
many tacos anymore.
I saw the fucking, what is that thing? Scottish Mexicans. Have you seen that on Instagram? the lady,
Oh,
she's
they must
half.
drink so much.
No, she.
They must
She's
drink
half.
so
She's
much.
she's half Mexican and half Scottish, and so she's switching in between English, Spanish,
She must be
and
eating,
Gaelic.
like, baked potatoes and fucking boiled beans.
Yeah, those farts are rancid,
What's it like to
dude.
eat one big potato with a bunch of tiny mini potatoes with it?
So then people were in the comments were being like, "Oh, she doesn't speak Spanglish. She speaks Spalic." And I never, I never did Spanish Gaelic.
Okay, yeah,
which I
okay.
never considered. And then, like a few videos later, her mom is literally speaking Spanish Gaelic, and it's the fucking craziest thing I've ever. It's crazy sounding.
That's pretty cool.
It makes me feel like a crazy person. Anyways, I can't get over Scotch Mexicans. But also, ever since I
like seeing like a very beautiful scenery in Scotland, and like the fog dissipates, and like in the woods you could just see like a whole bunch of Mexicans just standing there. Fools just making carne asada like in the middle of a murky swamp.
it's just like you see like the fog set
Damn,
over
fool,
the
it's
bog.
beautiful out here.
Yeah, you see the bog setting over the bog and the fucking like the like Emerald Hills and shit, and then you just hear that like the fucking like just fucking banda hella
You're
hard.
out for a stroll in the Emerald Hills,
Yeah.
and you're walking, and all in the distance you hear is
That shit's fucking yeah. He's
coming
like, is that
from somewhere over the mountain.
They don't. I don't know if does Scotland have the ability to grow, fucking cilantro. Because cilantro requires a hot climate, doesn't it? Like or like a temperate climate at the minimum.
I don't think they would.
Dude, I can't imagine what Scottish Mexican food would be like because there's no. Yeah, but but that's it, dude. That's it. Scottish Mexican food can't be good. I'm sorry. Like it's got.
I feel like it would be good because I feel like Scottish food is a lot of like stews and veggie.
Oh, yeah.
Broth, potatoes.
Yeah, but they don't have a lot of.
Then you spice that shit up.
Yeah, but they don't have a lot of the required spices.
You can't grow chiles over there.
Yeah, you can't grow chiles. You need a hot climate to grow chiles. You can't grow
in these
chiles.
day and age-
You can solve this by having a little greenhouse.
Yeah, I get that.
We've been growing. Listen, hey, okay.
Technology.
They've been growing.
Technology, yeah.
They've been growing little things in little glass cloches.
Yeah.
Over in France since the fucking 1800s. Okay,
Yeah,
they
I
have the
guess.
technology.
I guess. I just don't
Fool,
like.
you just talked about this. If this little chubby kid from Oklahoma can hold it down for pozole, and you use AI videos and shit, and
Yeah.
you're over here like, I don't think you can grow peppers in Scotland.
That's true. I guess you're right.
We don't have the technology to grow
have the
peppers.
technology to grow
fucking
It's not gonna
technology,
work.
bro.
They don't have
We don't know how it
Mexican
works.
food there.
At scale, I don't think it. I think I'm correct in that you can't just go to the grocery store and get cilantro at a Scottish grocery store at Tesco's. I don't think Tesco has fucking. You know what I'm saying? Cilantro. I don't. Oh, it might. I can't wait for one of our British listeners to send me a video of like, I'm in the Tesco's getting the fucking cilantro.
Yeah, please. We
for
would
my
love that.
tacos. Please, I would love that shit. That would be awesome. But
While you're there, send me a can of kippers.
have you seen the video? Ever since I clicked on that Scottish Mexican video, I've been seeing a bunch of Mexican British people, like people from Mexico that relocated to like
The UK.
to the UK, and they fucking speak Mexican Spanish, which I understand, like, and then they start speaking like they go into a British accent like immediately. What was that guy say? He's like I can't fucking believe it. They got at Tesco's, they got Modelo, and he's like, it's Modelo time for fool. He like switched immediately, and it was fucking crazy. He's like, hola, and then he's like, sorry, scared, you don't even know, fool. Like, it's fucking, dude, it's nuts.
People just got it like that. You know?
Yeah, dude.
Some people just got it like that. That's right.
I can't do it like that. I like how if you grow up
You should hear me at the Vietnamese store.
Yeah, no, I know. I have heard you at the Vietnamese store. This fool does blend in. This fool easily could. Not physically, you can tell that he's not Vietnamese, but if you heard him, you would be like, huh. I hear you.
Yeah.
It's funny because, like, I realized that in my own family that we're just fucking bizarre and weird. I've been doing a lot of like house, like, projects and shit, and it means that like I'm spending a ton of time with my brother doing like fucking house shit, like like building fences, and it sucks. I hate it. I hate doing this stuff and not getting paid for it. I hate having to pay for these things and then to put them up and then them not. The worst thing in the world is to frame something in your mind, have it look like, okay, this is going to be good. I'm going to stain it. I'm going to do all this shit. And then you put it up and it looks like shit. Right? That's the worst feeling in the world. And then to know that you paid lots of money to have it look bad. I'm a bad carpenter. I've never been good at carpentry. I'm good at finishing. I'm good at like sanding. I'm good at all like and staining and all this stuff. And I'm not good at framing. And so it's been ass. But anyways.
Yeah.
How's your brother with tree finesse?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, he's good at cutting down the trees. Is he good at finessing them into other shapes?
No, he's good at getting.
Some call it carpentry.
Yeah, no, he's good at,
call it carpentry.
He's good at making.
Fuck off.
He's good at making squares. Right. So framing.
That's such an interesting way to describe somebody.
He's plopping holes in the butter, huh?
Well, he's good at making like squares in the sense that like he's good at like some framing.
Oh well, you know, boy ain't. I don't know if he'll amount to much. He's pretty good at making squares.
The moment you try to get him to like put like a truss or something like any kind of triangle that would give it stability or something like that.
Yeah.
The moment you try to do, he will fail immediately.
They make brackets for that though. You
Yeah,
don't even have to think about that kind of thing. You just buy the brackets.
He doesn't want to do. He just wants to buy wood and do everything out of wood. And the other day tried to do joinery with pocket screws and shit, and like he shot through and it was a pain in the ass. Anyways,
oh my God.
he's better at it than I am because I would fuck it up worse. So I can't hate on him because
What
I'm
were
not
you building?
a little like water stand for. He got like a water service for people to bring water, like the water bottle, like the big water gallon jugs.
Yeah.
Right, and they bring 6 at a time. And at first he was just like holding them outside, and they were getting like the tops of them were getting mildewy from just like the air from being
yeah.
So he wanted to build a cover and like a little covered storage bin where he could just access them from the side and pull them out. And so he built a little 6x6, not like to hold 6x6, like 6.
Yeah.
And he built a little just square little bracket thing, and like he, instead of what I would have done was made it much smaller, but I would have like put X's in it like to make it stronger on the sides because that was the weak point. But what he did was he just made it big as fuck, and then he like just shot screws and what are those called, brad nails through 2 pieces of wood instead of 1 to make it stronger, which is like
interesting.
So what he did was, instead of making it small enough to be like picked up by like, let's say his girlfriend who's only
he made it unreasonably heavy.
It's now like my design that I put up was like 110 pounds was the max limit of what that would weigh because of like all the little with the stuff inside of it, with the water inside of it.
Yeah.
My brother, we weighed it on the little truck scale that we have. That thing without anything in it is 206 pounds. So with water, you imagine how fucking...
And that's dry.
Yeah. And we're
that's
like,
if it doesn't rain.
Yeah, and I was just like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. This thing is heavy as shit.
Oh, my Lord.
So anyways, whatever. It's his thing. But so now we're building a fence, like not like a toddler gate to put in his house. That's what we're doing today. But it's been extremely funny to watch him like try it. Well, we've been having like jokes. We've been doing jokes, inside jokes. So we're working together, and I'm realizing that like the fact that my godfather was like from Boston on my dad's my mom and my dad both independently picked godparents for us, which I don't know why they did that, but we have 2 sets of godparents. My dad's godparents are a Scottish guy, like an Irish guy,
right? Yeah,
who lives in Ireland. And then my mom's is her neighbor who married another Irish guy, but this Irish guy's from Boston, so he's got a thick Boston accent.
He's got American Irish and Irish.
Yes, and I grew up with the like when I was growing up, the person that I spent the most time with was my Irish neighbor because he's my neighbor, so he's closer to me. And he had a thick fucking Boston accent.
Okay.
Right? And it has infected me and my brother and even my sister because we're just cutting wood up. And then he goes, "What do you think about that, huh?" He's like, oh Grady, carpentry. He's like, "Is your sister still on smack? Is your sister still on smack?" We were like yelling at each other, just being like, "Oh, that's great fucking. Where'd you learn that one at, pal? Huh? They teach that one at carpentry school, pal." We just kept doing that to each other, and like Christine goes like, "The two of you are Mexican. The two of you are two Mexican men. Where is this coming from?" And I was like, "From O'Grady's, pal. We're from the harbor. We don't get the fuck out of here. We like we grew up on the harbor, okay? Like, like
Oh my lord.
It's
That's so funny, man.
Yeah. What did he say one time? He's like, "Get my car keys," but he said it so fast that I just went and grabbed his pants because I thought he said khakis. That happened to me like when I was really young. I remember he got mad at me. Yeah, he's like, "Give me my fucking khakis!" And I went and ran in the house and grabbed like his pants, and I gave him his pants, and he was
khakis. There you go.
Yeah.
That's what you asked for, right?
Yeah, it's
right.
It's a core Marcos memory from when I was a kid. Fuck, what else was I thinking of recently? I just can't get over that fucking guy, that too slimy guy. That's crazy. That's fucking nuts, dude. It's kind of
somebody had to do it, so I give him that. Thank you. Thank you for being the first wave of something that's gonna last maybe like 4
summer.
months.
Yeah. I don't think somebody had to do it though. That's the thing. I
think somebody did have to do it.
I don't think anybody had to do that. I don't think that furthers art in any way. I think it actually kind of is a step back. Actually,
I mean, if you think about it, he's doing like a very watered down fentanyl.
Straight fentanyl? He's doing straight cis male fentanyl?
Yeah. Kinda.
I don't think so. I think fentanyl's better. I'm
not saying that they're not. I'm just saying it's a watered down version of fentanyl.
I wouldn't even call it watered down. I don't think that like it's comparable. Too slimy is garbage. Like that's terrible.
I agree with you. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm saying they are a watered down version of something that is better.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. They were arguing in the Discord earlier today about like if
Stop arguing.
Well, they were saying that like I have a blindness. I will admit to this. I have a blindness to trans musicians.
Okay.
I could never tell based on the album or even the music itself when an artist is trans.
I think that's probably pretty normal.
No. Lots of people.
You don't see the person, right? So.
Well, no.
If you do see the person.
No,
what am I misunderstanding here? Obviously.
So like when people, if you were to send me a hyperpop song, right? My first thought wouldn't be this person is trans. That's not my first thought. I wouldn't even be able to identify it really as hyperpop. I would think of it as a bunch of other stuff before and then if you were to tell me, oh, it's a hyperpop song, then I would know, oh, this person is probably trans. That's how most people I think work. But because I listen to so much fucking just random garbage bullshit all the time, I have a deep ass well of like music that I can pull from that I don't even know how to categorize hyperpop. Does that make any sense? To me it sounds like a bunch of other stuff stacked on top of other things. But to call it so like, and then when you look at like music albums or what their art for the music is, there's also like there's like a trans artistic style, right? That people have identified where you can look at someone's music and be like, without even hearing it, being like, this person is probably trans.
For example, any Vertigo Away album cover.
Well, that's one. Yeah, well, that's one of them. Another one is like, I didn't know that what's her name was trans. What is it? Sewer Slut. Sewer Slut is trans. I didn't know that. I just was listening to Sewer Slut forever, and then when I remember Janie was the one like Sewer Slut is trans, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that. And then she's like, how could you not tell? Did you not look at the fucking art, like the music and all that stuff? I go, no, I looked at it. She's like, that doesn't scream trans to you? And I was like, no, that screams depressed. That screams depressed and sad. Yeah. And so apparently that's
speaking as a member of the community, as it were, those two tend to go hand in hand. Not for reasons that being trans makes you depressed, but rather because you carry a lot of depression and shit with you, because of the fucking trauma that you experience being a trans person.
In the state of the world.
In a country that does not does not accept us basically
fuck
like
with
at
you.
all.
Yeah, it doesn't fuck with you at all. Yeah, no, I understand. I understand where it comes from.
Yeah.
Right. What I'm saying is that I don't identify it as. I've never like look and clocked it as trans because in my mind when people
That's good to know you've never clocked a trans person.
I've never no actually genuinely never have. I'm not good at that either.
Most
bad.
people aren't. Most people
really
it's
bad.
it's like with most skills. Like most people think they're better at something than they actually are. And it's like you 9 times out of 10 will not know a trans person when you see them because you don't know you're wrong on most shit, man.
Yeah. Well, for me, the way that my brain identifies people, I sort people into. This is gonna sound horrible.
Oh no.
Too hot to fuck.
Okay.
The right amount of hot to fuck.
Okay.
Those are the 2 ways that I sort people in my brain. So I don't think
Right.
of male, female, gender ideas. Does that make any sense? There are people that are way too good looking, and I wouldn't be able to get it up because I'd be scared. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's an intimidation factor.
Yes, yeah, and then there's people who are just the right amount of hot to be fuckable. You know what I'm saying? Like they're
Right.
kind of right, and they're like, oh, I find them hot, so I know that it's. It sounds like I'm trying to say that if you're mid or something, but that's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying you're hot regardless, but there's a level of hot that you achieve where you just become scary, like to the point where I'm afraid
Now I
of you.
understand. I understand completely what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like clavicular is at the scale of hot scary because he doesn't look good. He has all of the identifiers, the signifiers of what a hot person looks like, but he genuinely looks like a skeleton. He looks scary. You know what I'm saying? He looks spooky. And it's not in a way that's hot. It's in a way that's kind of scary to me. So that's how I don't see gender in that way. It's very difficult for me it's so difficult for me to like gender people because you wouldn't believe how often, and I think it's because when I was growing up, my sister used to do this thing where she would say that she was the queen of beauty. When she was a little girl, she'd be like, she was the queen of beauty, and I would snatch her little toy from her and be like, I'm the queen of beauty. I'm the prettiest fucking girl. And I think that fucked with my brain. I think that fucked with my brain when I was growing up because like I literally when I was like there would be times when I would just be like fucking I would tell people like they would be like, oh, like growing up I hated being called handsome because to me it felt like a at least for a fat child being called handsome is shorthand for being you're fat.
Interesting.
It's a pity compliment.
It's a pity compliment. Yeah, it's a pity compliment being called
so
handsome.
handsome when you're like, fuck you, I hate this haircut.
Fuck you.
My
Yeah,
stomach's
fuck you.
sticking out.
Yeah, and this shirt is
I can
too
feel
tight.
my titties on my stomach.
yeah.
Oh,
my ass is eating up these pants. Like, you know what I mean? Like I am not handsome. It's like as a fat child.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. Worst comes to worst, I'm starving. Right.
Fucking food.
Yeah. So like growing up, being called handsome as a little boy always felt bad to me. But one time a girl called me pretty, and that was the happiest I think I'd ever felt in my life. Well, I was like, hell yeah, I'm still riding the high of that. So for me, the goal has always been to be. There are times when I just want to see myself as pretty. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
And so like I look at myself in the mirror sometimes. I'm like, no, I'm pretty as fuck.
fucking gay.
I'm pretty fucking gay. No, but I mean, like, I don't know.
One time my mom told me that she's like, no, you're not fat. She's like, you're husky.
Oh God.
I love that, dude. Hell
Oh
yeah.
no.
I don't
Yeah.
think that's a compliment.
Oh no.
What is it? I think my cousin told me that.
But
My
now,
cousin-
like, now understanding like what understanding like what my mom's side of the family is like, I'm like, it makes sense that I got as big as I got because they're all like fucking wide back, wide hips, like just fucking like they are. My grandma had. Like,
I too come from a very
tube
wide people.
cylinder body, like just
Oh,
farmhand
God.
shit, like just. And then my dad's side was no better. Like they were all like pig farmers and fucking
Yeah.
like literal cowboy. My grandpa killed people.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. My family. Your family sounds like
family.
my family. It almost sounds like our families could at one point of time been similar. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
no.
you know, because all of my family's like they're freakish or they're freakishly wide, We're all freakishly wide and tall, and I'm like the short one in my family. My dad is also the short one too, but like
I think I'm the tall. Me and my brother are like the same exact height.
yeah, it's crazy.
Kind of weird.
Ruben's brother doesn't look like Ruben. It's weird. It's weird. He just looks like
and he doesn't.
I don't think he looks like you at all.
Like
dude.
our expressions and our mannerisms are very
but that's not.
similar.
Yeah, but that's not looks. The
Well,
two of
that's
you.
like, when we make facial expressions, we look similar.
Yeah, because you can.
but not when our faces are still.
Yeah, the two of them literally look like they just look like roommates more than they look like brothers. It's kind of nuts, dude. It's like I don't ever think of like Ruben's brother as like looking. Me and my brother are almost identical, right? There's a guy out there wearing my face. His just is a little stretched, a little taller. That's it, right? But like we're way even our voices sound the same. Oftentimes, people will confuse us over the phone, and it kind of sucks because my brother is constantly saying crazy, racist, horrible shit like chud shit all the time, and people have on my block. People get mad at me for things that my brother did, right? So like when I wasn't living here, my brother was living in the front house, and he was like fucking drinking heavily, so he was getting in fights with the neighbors and partying till like 4 a.m, doing drunk shit. Yeah. And so now the whole neighborhood, when I'm walking to the library and stuff, the whole neighborhood fucking hates me because they think I'm my brother. So they literally, I'll wave like, "Hey, how you doing?" And they'll just be like, "Get the fuck out of here." And it's purely from him.
God.
And when people have bad memories of him, like when I go like locally somewhere, like the other day I just was walking and I went to go walk to the bar to get a drink because I said fuck it, it's been a long week. So I go walk to the bar, I get a drink, and while I'm in there, the guy goes like, "No, you can't drink here no more. You were 86th." And I was like, I haven't been in here in years. Like I haven't been in here since I was like maybe 23.
Did you show him your ID that you were a different guy?
No,
it's not like he's gonna remember.
Yeah, he's not. Right, and he's like, "Nah, last year you were here and you caused a fight, and like I remember I was there, and it was my brother. My brother was drinking last year."
People have such shitty fucking memories, and it's just insist that they don't.
We look the same, so it's hard. We do literally.
Did you tell him you had a brother?
Yeah, but who fucking anyone could say that? I mean, that isn't. No, I got a brother. You know what I mean? Like that isn't. When I was doing beer merching stuff, people would be like, "Didn't I kick you out of this bar before?" And I'm like, "No, that was my brother. I know I look the same." And they're like, "You look exactly like him." That is the different context. But when you're just a guy going into a bar, of course, you're gonna say whatever you want to say for a drink. Do you get what I'm saying?
I guess.
So, anyways,
I don't know. Maybe I'm just very trustworthy. I've never really had a problem with people believing me.
No,
just like I don't know what you're talking about. That wasn't me.
But then the flip side, my brother gets this all the time. He'll go places and people will give him stuff. They'll give him they'll give him more shit than he expected. And it's because they're remembering me when I worked at 7-Eleven.
Oh my fucking God. That sucks. That sucks so bad.
He went to
it's like a karmic drain.
Yeah. No, I know. It sucks because I worked at 7-Eleven. I worked at that 7-Eleven for years, and I literally fed the whole neighborhood. The neighborhood knew me because people come in all the time. My brother got his current job right now with the city. He's doing really well and he's making a lot of money. And the reason why he got that job was because the guy who hired him remembers me from 7-Eleven and thought my brother was me. So he hired him on the.
So he got a job that you could have gotten.
I couldn't. I have to get my fucking.
Just apply
GED.
for the job.
No, I have to get my GED and all that stuff. I've been lagging on the GED thing because I've been trying to teach myself 6th grade math from scratch, and it's hard. It's fucking it's so hard because the thing that I failed, the two things that I fucking suck at the most is what is mostly on the GED, which is fractions, which I'm not good at. Fractions are very confusing to me, and then 6th grade math is where you learn fractions, and so I have to reteach myself that, and then word problems, and I am fucking
Okay,
complete
to be
ass
fair,
at
word problems are fucked.
They're so hard.
You do not ever have to, and I'm sure you as a working adult man can attest to this, have never and will never encounter a word problem in your life like,
Well, I do-
outside of a learning experience.
No, I do a lot of word problems
Actually,
for work.
Oh
Yeah.
my
I do a lot
god.
of word problems at work.
Yeah, I do a lot. Yeah.
Especially when people fuck up a recipe, like we
Yes.
have to do a literal word problem to get
That
out of
involves
it.
fractions. Yeah, that involves fractions.
Oh my
It's
god.
so fucking annoying. I
Yeah.
fucking hate it, dude.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I have to
I'm
do
so
word
sorry. I didn't realize.
I have to
You
do-
know what's awful?
I didn't
is
know.
when a recipe makes you. I came across this one when I was meal prepping. I'm sorry to interrupt your speech, but I came across this when I was meal prepping. But the recipe called for you to make a batch of whatever fucking thing, and then take a third of that. Not like take a third out, like take a third of the batch. And I'm just like, one, don't ever use a fucking third measuring.
Yeah,
Don't
thirds.
ever measure things by a third.
third,
No one
yeah.
knows how to fucking measure
Yeah,
that.
it's tough. Yeah,
And two, like, oh my god, I'm just so fucking pissed.
yeah. When you're doing
I
wafer,
had two, but I lost it. I'm sorry.
when you're doing wafer stuff, the way that things are counted is they're counted by the like if you need to move stuff, right?
Yeah.
Say you need to move. If you're counting from
Are you
like
allowed
one,
to tell us this?
yeah, I think so. One,
think
I
so?
Think this is,
I think so.
I think so. Like,
I think you probably shouldn't tell us details about your job.
no, this isn't like details. I'm not telling you where I'm just saying like the way that it works, right? Is like 1 through 25 is the standard amount of what you're allowed to move, right? But you have to count each of those ones as a single separate entity, right?
Okay.
So that means that like if someone says I need you to move 16 to like 3, then you have to count 16 and 3. So you didn't just move one thing, you moved two things. Does that make any
Okay.
sense? So that's the way that these things work, right? But then in a little bit like more, that kind of fucks with your brain, because then that means that every one is actually technically 2, right? And
Okay.
so people will constantly be like, I need you to remove 6 from here, put 3 here, and then put 4 here, and then make sure that 10 go here. And then
Okay.
they're telling you the directions, but you have to literally do the math to figure out if you can fit it in that 25. And
That's
so
some
like
bullshit.
it's and then you have to count it and add it all up, and then that's how you can guarantee that you did what you said you did.
Yeah.
That's the end part of it, right? That it's fucking math all day. You're doing math all day.
Damn.
I'm really kind of like realizing how overwhelming all this shit is. It's wildly overwhelming. I thought I was gonna have to go back to the mail because we're getting laid off. It turns out I'm not getting laid off. It turns out like the contract is switching, so I don't know. It's weird. I hate working. Yeah, I hate working.
Microphone
In,
gave you a thumbs up too.
I hate working. In,
You did, yeah. I accidentally
Say
bummed
3
it.
thumbs up.
I hate working in offices because I forgot how common this shit is. Right, having to apply,
Getting laid off, but you're not actually getting laid off.
yeah, and then having to apply for a job you already have, and
Yeah,
having to
that
like
sucks.
interview for a job you already are doing. It's very frustrating, right?
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah, and I forgot that happens in offices all the time. But I am looking forward to. I'm trying to get into the trade union. I finally figured out what I need to do it. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Me and Ruben, did you go into the sheet metal? Did you go to the sheet metal union thing?
No.
Why not, dude? Why
I don't
be
know.
a sheet metal boy with me, dude? Apparently sheet metal is hiring like crazy because all of their guys
Building all
are
them goddamn data
I mean,
centers.
There's a reason why they get paid a lot.
Yeah, because it's a hard job. Ruben, you don't make any sense to me because being in a kitchen is one of the most hardest, most stressful fucking jobs, and it's the worst of all the worlds. Because not only are you dealing in like high hot temperatures and literally dangerous conditions, right? You're also dealing with customers. It's a customer service job. And then on top of that, you're also managing. You're managing the work, like people who literally cannot hold any other kinds of jobs, right? Like the dregs of society are always the people who start in these fucking, like, people who are drunk constantly, who have 13 DUIs. Those are line cooks, and do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And, like,
yeah.
I don't understand why, like, the reason why I fucking hated being in a kitchen was because I hated yelling at these people because I was no better than them, right? I was like, do you know how fucked up it was to be like, God damn it, I can't have you coming in late every day this week. And they're like, fool, you've been late for the last month. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, shut the fuck up, dude. It's because I was drunk earlier. It's like, Sam, shut the fuck up again, dude. Right? I couldn't handle that kind of I can't. It's hard for me to be mean to people that are, I'm essentially doing the same shit with them. So, like, what is it? I used to, every Friday we'd have a big party at like one of the dudes who live kind of locally in San Francisco. We'd have a party every Friday at his house, and I don't know why we would do that, because Saturday morning lunch rushes were fucking nuts for us. And we would party Friday night until like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then get back to work at 6. And,
That's
like,
insane.
I was literally the chef. That was the head chef there. So I was literally fucking ruining Saturday service it was my fault purely. And then at the end of Saturday service for breakfast, I'd be like, you guys fucking suck. I'd be like throwing up. And it was my fault. It was literally my fault. And like, when people wouldn't show up to them, like when people were like, oh, I'm gonna go home early, I would put in the group chat, I'm like, this guy's a fucking pussy. Like, pussy. Like, I don't know why the fuck I was like this. This is why I couldn't. That's why I'm a bad. Yeah.
I get you. I understand.
This is why I hate leadership roles. Never put me in a leadership role. I don't need it.
Okay, you got it.
I'm bad.
I mean, I am technically in the leadership role for this podcast, so
yes.
mission accomplished.
I'm down to do sheet metal stuff. I just want to know more information before I just go and be like, give me a job. You know what I'm saying? Like,
$37 an hour is what they're starting at.
that's not the information I'm looking for.
That's not the
like,
information he's
that's
looking for.
Hours.
That's all the information
scheduling,
that's all the
days
information.
off, benefits. You know,
that's all
I
the
want to know
information.
about all that shit first.
That's all the information I need.
Yeah, I'm not you, fool.
Listen,
I got better eyebrows.
if you got a job out there right now, if you got a job out there,
Eyebrows.
that's rude. That's fucking rude. That's rude. First off, my eyebrows are fucking illustrious. All right. Fuck you. You know I'm sensitive about my eyebrows.
You.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you, pal.
I am. Domi's been saying I have little ass eyes at work, and that shit's hurting. It's hurting my feelings genuinely.
Oh my god.
Like, stop talking
Is
about
this
my
just
eyes,
because you
fool.
got a big head, bro?
That's rude. Don't
Same
even-
thing
why you
happens to
gotta
me.
say-
Same thing happens to me. I got a big head too. I know what it's like.
If you try to defend yourself from her, I will show up at your house and hurt you.
I don't. I don't say. I'm just like, that's rude. I say that's rude and hurtful.
You know I don't play fair.
Yeah, I know
I
you
don't
play
stand a
fair.
chance fighting you. You have to be real
gonna
sneaky with it.
The last time that
Take a shit in your toilet.
the last time he got hella drunk, and I can't remember what game we were playing.
We're playing
we
Smash.
were playing Smash, and he started kicking me in the shins. I was trying to get him to go to sleep, and he was kicking me as hard as he could in the shins like a child.
I was like, come on, play me.
And then I was like, go to
Trying
bed.
play my-
I was like, go to bed, fool. You were drunk out of your
Oh,
mind.
excuse me.
And he was literally kicking me as hard as he could in
It
the
was
shins.
like an hour of him whooping my ass, and like within like 5-minute 3-stock matches. You know what I'm saying? Like not even long. And
Yeah.
then me just like getting mad and going, run it back, run that
Run it
shit
back,
back,
run it back.
That's how
run
you
it
play
back.
Smash. You just say
I
run it
started,
back.
yeah, I started playing his characters I
How
don't
many
even
times did
play.
you run it? It was like 15 matches.
Yeah, and I was
Always
starting
run
to
it
play.
back.
I was starting to play as characters I've never played before, and still cooking it because you were drunk out of your mind. Because I was just cooking his ass. And like, I think I beat you with Robo or Robco or whatever the fuck his name
yeah.
is. Yeah,
Rob?
Yeah, Rob. Yeah,
Robco.
literally. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah,
I mean, he's made by Robco
Yeah.
in the lore or whatever. So like, yeah.
What was the other? The game that I want to start playing. I would love to play this with all of you, but I don't know if the feasibility of it would be Gang Beast. I fucking love Gang Beast. Gang Beast is my favorite game. Have you ever
I want
played
to play the shark. The shark level.
the Shark Arena?
There's a level where you're like on a boat, and sharks will jump up onto the boat and try to eat you.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
It's
so
great.
my go-to is to
There's also
always
a crane on the boat, and I try
Yeah.
to use it to hit Marcos every single fucking match.
I'm always trying to get Ruben ate by the shark, so I hold him still and I hold him up. So that the shark jumps and hits and goes after him. It's so funny.
Bro.
Yeah, the game is sick. Ruben identified it the other day, but I'm actually really good for some reason at arena fighters. And
Okay.
I don't think
see that.
I don't know why I'm good at them, but I'm good at them. I'm better at them than like I would be. I don't know. I'm bad at Tekken. I'm garbage at Tekken. I used to be really good at Tekken, and then I stopped being good at it ever since Tekken Tag. Post Tekken Tag, I stopped being good. Right. And then I'm trying to think. I don't know. I don't know enough about the fighting game community, if I can be honest with you.
I'm kind of out of it also. I mean, I just know about old games now.
Yeah. I just don't know I don't know how it works, because they've always been a little too toxic for me to enjoy it. Like, I remember going to like Mortal Kombat tournaments when I was younger, when I was like 17, 18. I would go to, and it was like, this wasn't the new Mortal Kombat, the 3D fighters. These were like the old school, like Mortal Kombat 2. Yeah, like Mortal Kombat 2 and shit like that.
Yeah, okay.
Stuff you can play on PlayStation. And I remember going and going to those tournaments and genuinely being turned off by how fucking toxic that was, right? So I never really went back. I think like one of the things that I wish I could go back to and start doing again would be like alt. Do you know about alt press stuff?
Mm-mm.
You guys used to do. Do you know about alt press stuff, Ivy?
No.
It's like alternative press. They used to have this thing called the Ape in San Francisco, Alternative Press Expo. I don't know if they still do it anymore, but it was like people. It was people who used to make zines. It was like zine makers, people who made zines, and they did like their own art presses and stuff like that, and like their own T-shirts. Anyone who was doing publications that were alternative. And I used to go and just collect all the free zines, and that was like once a year I would go, and then I would go to all the little tiny trade shows that they would do, like alt, and they would show you how to do all that like zines and make them. I was super obsessed with them, and then I started getting into the philosophy ones, and as I started reading more into like philosophy zines, I realized that like they're all right wing. They're all like extremely right wing libertarian, like hardcore right wing libertarian. There's a guy, I think there's two versions of it. There's a guy named Melchizedek or something like that. He's
Melchizedek?
Like, yeah, I know. It's literally spelled melt cheese dick.
Melchizedek,
right? That's literally how it's spelled. But there was like, I guess, a magician named Melchizedek. There was a magician named Melchizedek, and like there's a book called like Melchizedek and the Fire of, and like the Sacred Fire, or something like that. That's something that's literally, I'm not joking. Like that's an actual
Melchizedek and the Sacred George Foreman Grill.
Yeah. And so that was something that used to exist, but then they have like this a bunch of other people picked up what they were writing and like picked up the mantle and started calling themselves that and releasing their own stuff. And a lot of it was like libertarian shit. And we were talking about this in the Discord a while ago about like people who talk about children's liberation, like, which is, I don't know how to describe children's. Essentially, the idea is that kids are the most oppressed people, right? That's what it boils down to. That's not a bad thing to think about.
Yeah.
I definitely see that can be truthful, right? But these people are like not talking about kids are oppressed because they're being used as tools against the state, or they should have a little bit more autonomy, which I think that they should. But they're saying that these kids are oppressed because they can't make, it is hard to talk about without sounding like a fucking crazy person. They can't make informed decisions, or they're not allowed to make informed decisions about who they want to have sex with, and they want to have sex with adults. And
okay.
So, like, yeah, yes. So it's like pro pedophilia. All of these, yeah. All of these guys eventually get to this line of thinking, right? And they're trying to approach it as like, I'm a leftist. I'm thinking about everyone should be free and free to this degree. But what they're not realizing is that like they're essentially doing right wing talking points. They're talking like about right wing shit. And like I've been rethinking about all these things because we talked about it in the Discord recently when we were talking about children's liberation. Because I don't think cause I was talking. It's because I figured out the last part of my bedtime is fascism stuff. I figured out why bedtime is fascism.
Okay.
Right? And it's because fascism is the parental state. It's about seeing the state as your parent. It's about seeing that either the state is like will take care of you and take care of you forever and give you exactly what you want, and that is the mommy state, or the state will crush you and will grind you to dust, and you have to work for it or you will die, and that's the daddy state.
Yeah, and no rock and roll in the house.
Right, no rock and roll in the house, right? And so like both of those are fascism. Both of those are a form of fascism.
Jack Black's dad in Pick a Destiny.
Yes. Fascist. Literally fascist, right?
Dio, not fascist.
Not
Dio.
fascist.
Yeah, mommy.
It was me.
But instead,
Dio is mommy.
no,
It's
no,
mommy.
Big,
the goal is not to
milkers.
the goal is not to choose mommy or daddy. The goal is
pick
to
mom
become
every time.
unk. The goal is to stop
to
being
pick mom every time without question.
No, the goal is to stop being baby and to become unk. Because when you become unk, the state becomes your brother or your sister. Right? And sometimes the state, much like my brother, the state sometimes fucking sucks.
What
and
if you become unk and the state becomes your second cousin and you guys have a weird thing?
No,
You have to work with the state is what I'm trying to say, right? That's what becoming unk is. You have to work with them for better or for worse. We have to work with them to try and make the world a better place. And that's why you have to ascend babiness and become unk. And that's the final part of my bedtime is fascism, is that if you want a bedtime, if you want to be told when to go to bed, it's because you are a fascist. It's because you're craving some kind of fascism. But if you want to ascend and become unk, you can recognize that, yes, you need to go to bed, but you should be the one who tells you when to go to bed. You should be, you know what I'm saying? It should be you who dictates the bedtime.
Are you telling me I've been unking since like I was 8 years old?
Yes, I have. Yes, yes. It is better to be a 18-year-old or 16-year-old unk than it is to be a fucking like 45-year-old nephew. You know what I'm saying? Right? Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I kind of do actually. Yeah.
Right. It is better to reach, and so like they were talking about children's liberation and stuff, and I think in a more just society, in a better society, I think it's crazy that we have kids at 18 years old decide to pick a profession for the rest of their lives, right? And say like, if you do not pick this profession, you are a loser. But beyond that, if you don't make this decision right now of what you want to do for the rest of your life, you will now lose out, and there will be
you'll be like permanently fucked now.
Yes, and there will be
You're just permanently excluded from the social class.
Yes,
from economic development.
Yes, and there will be no ladder to rescue you out. You will sell yourself into debt forever, so that you know what I'm saying? And like, that is garbage. That is bad.
It absolutely is garbage.
Right. But I also think that it's fucking insane. I just like, the other thing too is like a lot of like infancy and like child, like actual literal child and like even prenatal like rights are used as tools and as ways of oppression against women and like, or just people who can give birth. Right. It's used against their interest. Because the right wing are always the party that is like trying to tell you about, we need to save the children, we need to save the babies, we need to do all these things for the babies. But they're also the people who are literally legislating against women having the autonomy that are capable of birthing healthy babies. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or like not just
or people, making sure that they like actually like have success in life or anything like that too.
Yeah,
is the other thing.
It's almost like
Republicans have long been the party of like make the birth rate go up, don't care about them after they've been born. Like once they out the pussy, I do not care.
Well, also the reason for that is because while they're literally inside of their mothers, they cannot object to anything that the Republican Party or people with conservative views are saying about them. So in a lot of ways, they are the perfect subject. They cannot fight back. They cannot argue. They cannot tell you, no, I do not want this. This is against the interest of my mother. It almost completely erases the woman or whoever away from the birth itself. It's kind of like a separate thing. It's a whole other issue. There's a great podcast. I keep recommending it. In Bed with the Right. They have an episode about that. And it's kind of what clued me into all this stuff, right? I never considered that a lot of like the original welfare, like, what are those called? Welfare laws around like prenatal births, and like if a woman I think in Oklahoma, a woman failed. She failed a drug test. She didn't know she was pregnant, but she fails. She fails a drug test. She ends up getting sent to jail. They do a whole battery of tests after they tell her that she's pregnant, and so it originally was just her. The fucking was the charge, which was just I think just like being on drugs. I think, right? Like being
like
in
possession or something.
Yeah, possession or something like that, right? The charge then jumps up to attempted murder, and
which is insane.
Yeah, and then now she's in. Now she went. She lost.
You can't attempted murder a person you don't even fucking know exists.
Yes. Well, the thing is that
also the debatability of the existence is still,
Yeah, there's like that's one of those
also part
the right
of it.
The right likes to be like, well, you shouldn't want to reward a woman for doing drugs while she's pregnant. One, she didn't know she's pregnant, but two,
she fucking know.
That's like the other half of that is that like it's. Yeah, I can see where right wing guys could like argue, but there's other ones where like a woman, I think a woman in Tallahassee or I can't remember where, but she has a miscarriage, is afraid to tell anybody about the miscarriage, so disposed of the miscarriage like in some other like in a way that is improper, and gets charged for murder. She got charged for murder for a miscarriage, something that literally happened naturally.
Yeah.
Right. She ended up doing like 10 years for that miscarriage.
It's insane.
Right. And like, so that's something she disposed of that.
10 years because the baby just happened to die while it was inside you.
Yes. And
through no fault of your own.
She disposed of that because she was afraid that she was going to get charged and it happened. Do you get what I'm saying? Like she didn't feel like she could go to anyone. I think she was homeless too. I think it's like a really tragic story out of Tallahassee. There's that In Bed with the Right has they get into it a little bit further. And like, anyways.
Yeah.
The thing, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, don't be baby, become unk.
Don't be baby.
You don't want to be baby, right? It's okay to be treated like a baby, but you don't want to be a baby. The goal should always be to be learning more, to become unk, to ascend to unk. But you can ascend too far and you can become Gramps. And you don't want to become Gramps. Because when you become Gramps, you're essentially you're devolving back into baby. Because what is a grandpa but an old ass baby? You know what I'm saying?
That's true. They're always fussing at everything, but not actually taking any action.
Yep. They're always being like, back in my day.
Back in my day, it wasn't like this.
Yeah,
they used to do work.
Women were property.
Nobody wants to
Marcus
work
is the
anymore.
leading expert in babyology right now, considering he just shit his pants last week.
That's first off. You don't got to bring that up. Second off, all right. I do these things sometimes so that I can.
You do these things sometimes.
Yeah, I do these things so that I can keep the mentality. So you know what I'm saying? Like stay close. You know what's really going on.
Yeah.
Streets,
it's how you stay noited.
When I shit myself, it's a political act.
I think like a baby. I gotta be a baby.
When I shit myself, it's a political act. It's a political statement. All right.
Yeah.
Resonate in the chambers of
That
the
hardcore would be a cool ass protest style, right?
Everybody just goes
to get
and shits their
yeah
pants.
to do like a J6 where everyone's standing on the White House lawn, but they all shit themselves. You know what I'm saying? And then they demand the daddy state to come and change their diapers. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think? What do you think would happen? What do you think? Do you think that they would change our diapers on the White House lawn? Do you think
medical assistance?
Do you think it's a good protest? Do you think I should pitch this at the next DSA?
Yeah, I think you should go shit your guts out on the White House lawn for sure.
To end up in a jail cell just covered in shit.
But if it's just you, yeah, I get that. But if you get like 100 people to shit their diapers,
I wouldn't want to be around 100 people covered in shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? By shit
in a jail cell, all in one jail, just rubbing the shit. Okay, we need to stop.
Yeah.
Stop. And just pack like sardines in a shitty jail cell, bro. There you go. That's a better explanation.
Yeah. I think it's a good form of protest. Personally, I think shitting your. I have been.
Do you?
Yeah, I'll protest that.
I'll protest guys doing that. There's a Tesla dealership.
Sign says no shitting.
Yeah, there's a Tesla dealership near my house, and it's been awesome to see all of the liberals out there literally every day throwing eggs and shit at it, protesting it, honk if you love democracy, right?
I do love me some democracy.
It's awesome. I do think that those people don't deserve democracy, but whatever. Listen, do I love democracy? Debatable, right? It's
debatable.
I don't know how I feel about democracy, because democracy allows idiots to exist. You know what I'm saying?
Democracy. Idiots can kind of exist already, though.
No, it allows people to vote away their own democracy. That's what I don't like about democracy. Democracy has no safety guards or rails against an idiot being like, if you guys put me in charge, I'm taking all your rights. And people being like, that sounds like a good idea, actually.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's great.
Listen, I'm barely using half of them. He could have most of them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally, that's why I don't fuck with democracy. I would actually, if I could be honest with you, I kind of understand the monarchy guys, right? The neo-monarchist guys.
Okay.
But I think that their idea of monarchy is stupid, because they're like, we should just have a king, right? And he should be like the king, and he dictates it. Oh, it might. It's like, I agree.
I think of the British whenever I think of we should have a king. 'Cause they like had a whole civil fucking war over it, and then at the end, because they were like fighting against the tyranny of the king, and at the end the soldiers were like, hey, maybe we could like do some sort of like vote thing where we like pick our next leader. And Oliver Cromwell was like, that's fucking ridiculous. You're getting executed. And also I'm immediately giving over my power to the guy who I think should be king.
Dude,
Yeah.
So
History.
I think Australia's history is even funnier, because their democracy is literally their entire democracy exists at the pleasure of the king. So the king at any moment could just come in and be like, hey, I don't like that. Hey, I don't like that. Change that law. And then
the Australians can honor one of their greatest and say, this is democracy made manifest.
Yeah. A succulent Chinese.
Unhand my penis.
I see you've practiced your judo.
I see you know your judo well.
Yeah, I love that fucking guy, dude. Make that guy the president.
R.I.P. to a fucking legend.
You don't know if I have a gun.
Yeah, no.
You don't know if I have a knife.
He's doing Mexican judo. No,
You don't know if I have 4 blokes around the corner.
I think we should have a monarchy, but the monarchy is like a guy, like a freak, like a genetic freak.
I'm a genetic freak.
That we
like
raised.
the guy from 300.
Yeah, like that we raised from birth to only know how to do king shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he's a guy
Cool in
who
the kitchen making sandwiches.
no, no, I mean like a dude who's like genetically
Decker peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
like a dude who's genetically engineered
Puts a
to
toothpick in it for no fucking reason.
like a dude who was genetically engineered to like have like the world's largest brain that had like photo memory,
World's largest penis.
and we could just download shit into his brain and be like, hey, figure out this COVID shit. Do you know what I'm saying? That would be
Download
like,
this man's penis.
I don't want to do a. I don't want. Yeah, I do want Yakub. I just.
You're just like a big brain dude.
Yeah. Legitimately, I think we should have a King Yakub.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
That would be cool. It's kind of crazy how Jeffrey Epstein is Yakub for chuds. I don't know, like he invented pretty much all of the chud stuff that exists now.
Crown is.
It's a fat ass crown.
Crown as big as a torso.
You want to read the Patreons? I'll read the Patreons.
Yeah. Go for
this
it.
is our
Patrons
public
or the
episode,
Patreons?
so
Yeah, the Patreon.
let's read out this fantastic list of people who I've not gotten to read out in a couple weeks. So kind of miss you guys.
Following Rube's biggest fans.
Yep. The following Ruben's biggest fans. The follow Ivy enjoyers.
Yeah.
And
Marcos's
the following
biggest
people
haters.
who pay for Marcos to doo his pants.
Yeah.
Aneurysm support fund.
All right. Sort by current tier. Active. Sort by current tier, please. Thank you, Patreon. We have at the top of the list Fuzzy Nalgas, White Daddy, aka Master Chef of Umami and some poop on it. Luke Simasek, Somewhere Systems, Jonathan Weber, Jade, Feskatch has a 3D printer, but it doesn't work, so no dicks and or hoes. Sorry.
Damn.
Roboy,
Space
Kiefer,
Marines?
Super Tweet Boy. Super Tweet Boy is good.
Super tweet.
KCO, who, by the way, sold me Fent. Great deals. What if a bitch named Grungus was your EMT?
I would love
Carries
that.
on some shit. The Paternal Order of Scuba Steve's father. Malevolent Multimedia Matriarch Marin. Teehee, :3. Ripstone. Big Cookie, the ball scholar. White Mommy, a.k.a. How About You 3D Print Some Dicks on Your Hose.
Yeah.
Kinsey Lee. Billy Egregore. Big savings on the 2026 F-150 Super Duty at Chunk Bunk Ford.
That one got me last time. Got me so good.
That was great, man.
The Home Depot.
Oh, $10 more to the Gorilla Chow Fund. James Gilbreath, Jiren, the Chiral Spectre strikes again. Midwest Maker, put some briggy on it. Lesbian Actual, a.k.a. Gray Market MILF. A homie was here with some poop on it. Mommy's handsome little man.
It's good.
Maxine Weber, Chris Wade. Damn it, Parker, I need deep fakes of Spider-Man. Fred Sharman, Andrew Morgado, He Devil in France, Summer Comer. The Shareholders, Kami Maybe, Alexa, Play, The Boys Are Back in Town, Gabriel, Brody, World's Largest Micro Peen Huss, The Sam Chortler Limit, Brian H., Miss Bird, Jim Schmungus, Cody Hewitt, Smells Potent Tang of Cum, He's Behind Us, Run. All right. Super Mailboy 64, World's Largest Margot Peen Huss, on to page 2. That one foo who's hella Talmudic with it, Auger. Even smaller micro penis, A Bag of Sand, Doug M, Lee Elliott, Feature Creature, Socram Legnar, Ella L, Flesh Kaiju, 8-Man Massage, Solidus MILF, Laura, I'm the Cat Man. I'm the Cat Man.
Yeah, I can never remember to do the meows instead of the skibbies.
Let's see. Joe Cassidy, Names Name Names, Bathing Ice Ape, God's Creature, Remove My Address from Your Patreon Name.
No,
Frank Jeff C.
No.
Frank Jeff C. Sadish Radish, Hatch Act Follower, Chunk Bunkford, a.k.a. Stanley Gucci. That's 2 Chunk Bunkfords now, I guess.
Yeah, I think the meta now is a Chunk Bunkford variant. We're becoming in the Chunk Bunkford, the age of the era of Chunk Bunkford.
Okay.
All right.
The Tarquin, Mariko Alkeololea, Santa's favorite MILF, May, Super Deformed, Quum, Torvin, Theo, Ain't Shit Show title enjoyer, Cat, Bowser Phobia, Eso es el punto, DJ Hogan, Viskio, God's favorite poser, Fuck Cheech, watch me use these prehensile nipples to rip and tear. Let's fucking go. I love Doom. Steffi F. I came here to kiss guys and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Yoni42, Brother Kaiju, Bus Stop Freestyle Warrior, Reagan, Large Mammal Enthusiast, Andrew Kutrakos, Lauren Frazier, Young Stroker, The Body Snatcher, Tucker Trucker, A Cool Hat. Page 3.
Yeah.
3 fucking pages. I'm not reading this out loud for $5.
But you are.
Thank you very much. I like that one.
Yeah,
that's
a good
good. CW, Elsa Nauman, Brian H, St. Francis, a sissy, the keyboard pervert, Adam Wallace, Sabo, that's right, Sabo, Jesse Buckley, GW, Diana Thayer, Max McKinnon, Nathan McKay, Vince, David, Joe Handley, Collier Silvis, Matt Wonker, Jonathan. I've pooped under Fetterman's house. That is the last one for this week. Rounding us out this week. I've pooped under Fetterman's house.
I can't wait for the lore to drop on that one. If you're listening to this right now, add the lore. What happened after
Add the
that?
lore, add the lore.
Where were you at? Right?
Put the lore up next.
Yeah.
Thank you all very much for listening. As always, I'm going to remind people to please watch me and my partner on stream. I am working on my, great classics of video games series of streams, and Abby has been playing Mugenics, the hot new game released by Ed McMillan of Binding of Isaac fame, and it's the hot new game that nobody knew they wanted, and they still don't.
Yeah.
But it's the most popular roguelite in existence now.
Can you get Obama Cat?
What?
Can you get
a
Obama
cat that is Obama?
Possibly.
What were we doing? Me and Ruben were doing Obama as a
I
cat
was
the other day.
copying-
Anyway,
I was copying
https
someone's
/
video.
blah 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 Wall 1910 VOILES 1910, and I am Professor Getter on Twitch. Which again, I will be linking that and dual streaming on the Homievulgaris YouTube channel too. So follow that as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This has been Homievulgaris.
It's been.
These are my
it's-
friends.
It's homie. It's hold on. It's
Okay.
home chunky.
Home Chunky
Volbunkford.
Volbunkford. Okay,
Right.
this has been Home Chunky Volbunkford.
Yes, we're in the.
These
we're
are
in
my
the-
friends Mark
Marchunk.
Marchunk and
Yeah.
Rubunk.
Yeah, Rubunk.
And I've got to take a shit. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
The Fitness Gram Pacer test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test